Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello, Cancer. This is Lesley Ormsby. I'm a psychic medium, healer, teacher of spiritual and mystical things and so much more. So part of the so much more is that I do these readings, and most of you will know that because you're regulars, but for those of you who don't, I do these weekly and or monthly. So today, this week or rather, and well, today is the Tuesday the 7th of July 2020. So I'm going to be doing, this is basically the theme which has already started coming through this month because I haven't done a July monthly one yet. So the theme that I've noticed is coming through with the other 3 signs that I did yesterday is actually for the month. So as well as this week starting it off for for July as well, for this week of July, but going into, but the general theme is throughout the month. So, and I'll be doing the weekly ones, of course, to just to update the energy flow and see what support your sign has giving is, helping you with, giving you ideas and tips and things like that through the angels cards and, like I say, through your star sign. So anyway, Cancer, pardon me, excuse me, I just had a drink before. So something may not be settling right within you. And, honestly, no, something may not be not sitting right within you at the moment. So you may be like burping or regurgitating stuff, and it may be old stuff from the past. Okay, so there may be some coulda, shoulda, woulda, didn't that come up, that have come up for you, and so it's just processing that. So, and I kind of feel like there's a lot of heavy weight or on my left side it's a lot of emotional stuff. And probably to do with a female energy, I would say. So that is going on. So take it easy on yourself. Allow yourself to feel the pain, feel the emotional pain, and allow yourself to let that flow through. Flow out through you, because it's like otherwise, and not hold on to it. Okay, so it's interesting. I'm starting off with I'm just using the cards. The angel cards this week and the tarot deck. So I would say that, if I'm not being drawn to pull a crystal out for this week, or crystal cards, that could be either one of them could be suitable for you. They may be already still useful for you. So just take a look at that. So at the ones that you, through maybe the other video that you've already, that have already come through. So the other thing is these Taurus, that these messages that are coming through today, or the message coming through today, is suitable for Taurus, whether you're watching in sun, in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs. Okay, for today. So, as usual, these messages that come through, they're general reads or messages. So just don't try and make it fit. But some of them will maybe a forecast for you, so that's why it won't be fitting if it doesn't resonate with you right now. For some of you might be right in it, so it may be more like confirmation for you, and a little bit of clarification, as well as like if you may be having your own intuitive feeling about something coming up. So as well. So, and it may be like, a bit of confirmation or clarification of what you may be feeling or sensing, and give you a little bit of a heads up and how you might be able to handle what is going on with you. Okay, so anyway, this is a beautiful one. So there is something for some of you may not be like the first card out, because these are my Archangel Raphael cards, and it's like, surround yourself in loving energy. So it could be like with music, with color, people, places, and animals. So it came out upside down or in reverse position. So some of you may be resisting it. So resisting it, or not feeling like you are deserving of it, or not feeling like you want that around you right now, or you're maybe over it, it's moving through something that it's kind of like, but definitely don't block it out. It's just there. It's like people don't necessarily have to be in your energy like physically in, one-on-one or one-to-one, but it's just surrounding yourself in loving energy like I say, whether it be color, you know, whatever it is you're wearing. So like over here, I live in New Zealand in a little town called Ngāruawahi in the Waikato area. So, and it's like the weather is really windy, rainy, blustery at the moment. So, you know, which hence why I've got this t-shirt on with the little bit of warmer, you know, skivvy type thing, long sleeve top underneath. And but just to bring in a little bit of color, meditation, I'm just hearing meditation, you know, of just sitting still, whether you might want to go for a walk in the windy, blustery rain or whatever is going on for you, or the sunshine wherever you are in the world. But it's just like getting out and maybe getting some movement as well and shifting your vibration, okay, and through music. Places like the beach or a river or whatever, or the bush, or somewhere that, or sitting by a lake or a pond, maybe just to like shift your energy. But also animals, you know, our animals, you know, and it may be that you want to go for a walk with your pet or your animal that of choice that's around. You may live on a farm. It's like, so there's something about that anyway. So definitely allow yourself to surround yourself in loving energy. Oh gosh, there's a few that's come out. So I'm going to read the one that's flipped over. So choose your words carefully and make sure you're using positive affirmation, loving ones, and phrases okay, phrases like you see, like i.e. hard, challenging, and can't say can. So it's like affirmative ones like, yes, I can do this, and yes, and being kind to yourself. It's interesting because I was doing a meditation before, and there was, you know, like they were reminding me of some of the tools that I have before coming into these readings, about some of the subjects that might come up, or some of the cards that might come up. And one of them was like Louise Hay, her famous for her affirmations, the Queen of Affirmation, she's known as too. And that's, yeah, and I've always like looked, you know, into her books and being reminded of, you know, the love and approve of myself. I love and approve of myself, you know, phrase or affirmation that she has. So just like turning and making, you know, like whatever it is, like if you're saying something negative or something negative's coming on your mind, or something that's not uplifting, not so much negative, but it's not uplifting you, then switch it around, okay? And switch your energy by going to like moving to get your head, switch that out of your head, okay? Change that thought. And listen to some uplifting music or phrases or a movie or something like that, okay? That might be around you. So the other two, that came out, okay? So, and I just want to go back, move this card over. So these two cards come out, and the first card came out is magic is in every moment. Make the most of it. Make it the magic. So. And, you know, whatever we're going through, that's what I feel like they're talking about here, is turning, you know, everything into magic, okay? So this full moon, you know, even like that was coming up to last week, because it was on, the full moon was on Sunday the 5th of July here in New Zealand at 4:44 p.m. It was at its heightened. You know, there's the building up to it. So there was a lot of, you know, the energy is expanding and growing into coming into the full moon, so, or waxing as they call it, which is, you know, expanding, so or growing. So it's like the energy would have been heightened. So and it is a time for like using that energy in some ways to like start new projects, put things out there, begin things, and use that energy to like push yourself to do, you know, to create, and get your butt into gear and do some things. But it's also a time too, like in that time is like, it means that we're clearing out things too. So, and becoming into, you know, starting something, beginning something new, a new journey, a new, in our life and whatever it is that we're doing. So, and then, you know, by the time we get to the full moon, there is you know, it's something has shifted, and we're either more running with it, or we're seeing the fruits of our labor from, you know, from past projects, that, you know, or the project that you're just beginning to, like, something is starting to move, in that aspect. So it's like you're seeing something working out, whatever that is, but there is growth in there. And sometimes with the full moon, it can bring out a lot of, you know, a lot of stuff, like emotional stuff, even like you know, brings up physical stuff within our bodies and reminds us of things that we need to dispose of, release, you know, let go of, whatever, you know, whatever's going on, or, you know, and they're bringing it to the fore, like we're talking about the waxing moon, like expanding energy that's expanding, so we can see it and visit it, or, you know, review it. View it, review it, you know, and heal it. Okay, see it for what it is, sort it out, and then allow ourselves to, you know, to use that energy to, yeah, to work with it. So, the other card that came out with the magic one is: are you expressing your truth and allowing them the same opportunity? So there may be something or someone in your life, or someone's in your life, or something that you're experiencing that you may not be fully listening. You may be getting your, you know, just hearing your opinion or your thoughts, and not actually listening fully to what the other group or person, you know, or place is saying. So it's not to say that you're incorrect about what it is that you're saying, but it's like weighing up, and sometimes, you know, a lot of the times, and sometimes in helping the situation to deflate, that's it, or to decrease, or deactivate, you know, rather than activate it or react to it. You know, it's like we're needing to allow the other party to say their piece, because it's like, it's about thinking about, like the Spirit are talking about, like reminding yourself that what it's like when you feel like you've not been heard. And so there's that sort of thing that's going on there. So it's in making yourself available to be able to express your truth and allow others to do the same, basically. Okay. Because Spirit is saying, like, well, yes, it is all about us, ourselves, and doing that, but it's also about others too. So it's like but it's like not, it doesn't mean to say that, you know, this isn't about taking it on board, the other person's stuff on board. But it's like, yeah, you know, I think you may get where they're going with that. So anyway, so I'm just going to, like, draw a card from the tarot deck here. I'm just going to pop these cards up there because they're just emanating a beautiful energy, and I wrote them in pink because I felt, you know, because of Archangel Raphael's energy, even though he's associated with green as well, also pink. I just felt the love and the energy of when he speaks through me and you know, works through me. It's like with me, channels through me. Cool. Anyway, so we have the generosity and charity. So card 6 of Pentacles. So something, you know, there may be something, or you may be in a position where you are either, some of you may find yourself in a position where you're either able to give or receive at the moment, and where you may not have been able to do either one of those in the past. So it's like, and it's not so much just not being able to, but it's like, it's feeling able to in the sense, okay, let me start again. Some of you may not have been able to feel like you have been able to give or receive in the past. Not just like financially or physically in the sense of money. But there's that too, but also like emotionally as well, and or, you know, physically, but then they're going to, like, you know, it could be physically as in helping someone physically to achieve something, you know, and or give or receive in that way, or ask for help in that way. So there's that side of things. So, or you may not have been allowing yourself to, you know, to give or receive to someone or someone's in some way, or allow someone to give to you, or whatever it is. So, and you know, and so there's a thing about but also being in that emotional and that mental emotional space to be able to do that is where they go, not just physically as well. So, and the way that you think about it, the belief systems and that have been ingrained in you, where you've, you know, and you may have, you know, not been in a space to do that. So that's what they mean by that. So there's a lot going on in that one card, in this one card, but because it's got the Pentacles in there, you know, it's obvious because the Pentacles is about, you know, this is the Pentacles is a you know, earth sign, so it is about career and work, you know, money, finances, and that sort of thing. So, you know, it's probably typically, you know, about that. But however, we're looking like bringing in the other side of it. There's that sort of thing. So you may find yourself being in a position to financially assist someone or someone's, you know, and or, you know, or be open to receive and allow someone to help you out in some way or form as well. So we have the Eight of Cups next. So that seems to be the theme, the main theme, because that's come out on its own, okay? So then these three here come out all together. So I'm going to read these ones or pull these ones together. So we have the Eight of Cups here, which is about regeneration, and that's in a reverse position as well. So, you know, I'm going to switch that around the correct way and put it up. So to help shift that space, you know, help you shift the energy for you. So now the Eight of Cups is about regeneration, and I do feel like eight. It's, you know, eight is, I'm just hearing like eight is about, you know, and being infinite, being known that we are the infinite being. We are an infinite being, so we're able to, you know, it's like they're going in that cycle. So it's like, it's kind of like what goes around comes around as well, but it's more so that cycle, the life cycle of life, this, yeah, basically, and that we have an opportunity in this cycle of life to, you know, make some changes along the way, even though, yeah, okay, so there's also the Eight, that's kind of where they're going. But the Cups is about emotions and feelings. It's also about, you know, relationships. So there may be something going on with you at the moment where, you know, there's a lot of, you know, with relationships, and there's something maybe regenerating, yeah, or generating or regenerating, okay? Now, I see, you know, if you see the cups, they're stacked up. There's nothing flowing over them. So I feel like there's been like the energy is, you know, walking away from them. It's like they've stacked them up and they've walked through them, because I see that as like a, whatever it is that's been stacked up against the odds, okay, that you will be able to walk through them, okay, walk through it, walk away from it, but I'm hearing more walk through them, whatever is going on. But, and it's like you've sorted that out, okay, you'll get to a place where you will sort it out, because there's a stream that's running underneath those, you know, between that, oh God, it's like archway, okay, and it's flowing downhill. So it's, you know, it's like while you've been working through it, it might have been you know, like a monstrosity, or it's going to be a little bit of a monstrosity, like feeling like that emotionally for you to move through, but just let it flow, okay, and you'll work through it, basically. But I do feel like there's something that you'll walk through it. You'll work through it, basically. Okay, cool. That's beautiful. Okay, so that could be going on with you right now. It could be something really new. It could be something that's like in the distant past that's come up and showing its you know, its energy to you again, that the full moon might have brought through for you to work through. It could be an accumulation of other things, of things that Spirit have brought through you, but you know, and it could also be something that's very, very, very recent for you that's come up. So just know, you know, you'll get through it. Just allow yourself to feel like that was coming through there. Feel the energy, feel the pain, feel the emotion, and you know, on that healing process. Okay, cool. So authority, ambition, and material stability. So is the Emperor. So something is, you know, with the Emperor there, you know, is sitting in here. There's a grounding, there's a balance with this. I see with between, the spiritual, because purple for me is the spiritual side, and the red is about grounding. So the gold is also about spiritual for me, but I'm seeing like they're bringing my attention to the shield. And I see that as, as a phoenix rather than, I think it might be meant to be an eagle, but I'm kind of seeing like a phoenix. So it's like through the ashes, that something is being reborn. So there is something about through this process, whatever it is that you're processing, that there is a sense of, the learning will bring you to a deeper sense. It's a deeper sense of learning about life, basically, with what you are going through, or what you are going to go through, or what you have been through, that's taking you to this position where it's like there's a deeper understanding of life, basically, or a deeper understanding of emotion, a deeper understanding of connection with yourself, with spirit, and that sort of thing. So that will, but it's like, and I do feel like it's like you're able to start to take charge of something in your life, like to do with, stability, with authority, with ambition, which are the keywords that are materialistic. Whatever you work, materialistic is not a negative word. It depends on, although, some people do see it like that and have a ego mind thought about it. That's their stuff, not yours. So it's if that's you, then it's like maybe visit that and see where that materialistic view came from, and that sort of thing, because for some reason they're bringing that up. So, but it's like, but there's a sense of change in the way that you look about those things, and it's like you can feel like you're going to be able to achieve them, and that is like, that's what I feel like a lot of you may throw your energy into. So, and interesting, because here's the love of luxury with the Queen of Pentacles, and that's the theme around the Queen of Pentacles. Now, she likes, she loves that love of luxury, and she will work hard to get to it, to what she wants to achieve, and to achieve that. She's also able, willing to help people to achieve that too. And she will, okay, where are they going with that? But she's worked hard for it, and she's like sacrificed things, certain things to be able to get to where she needs to be. And I kind of feel like for some of you, even though this is the Queen in there, even if you're a male, this may be for you as well, that there's that sense of achievement and being able to go for these goals, which is, and through this processing, even, it's like, working through all that will take you to there. So it's because of the deeper understanding and the deeper knowledge and the deeper, knowing and being within you, that this, whatever is happening, has touched in you, that actually, it's like, I have, it's like that habit, I kind of, some of you, that maybe a sense of duty to do that for you, and being honest with yourself and being committing to yourself. It's like something, you weren't able to commit fully to making something happen before. But it's like, I don't know, there's something that's tweaked, and it's like, okay, I can do this now, and I can do this, in the frame of mind that I am now, and just putting, strategizing it, and it's like, and doing that where to from here. But I do feel like there's a deeper sense of knowing that actually I can do that, and actually, yeah, I can do it. Cool. I'm just going to pull a card out here from Archangel Michael's deck. I've just been drawn to. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Michael. Well, there's actually two there. So, okay, there we go. Cleanse your environment, your space, your home, work, car with water, sage, prayer, or incense, etc. So whatever it is that you find helpful to clear and cleanse your space, it'll be, it's just to like shift the energy, okay? And then we have save your energy. So, and that will help save your energy, because it's like you may be too busy overthinking things or thinking things. So, and with a lot of, there may be a lot of energy that's around in your space at the moment or going on. So, And it's like, you know, so they're just suggesting that you cleanse your space with that and to shift the energy that's around you at the moment, okay? Well, so like I say, seems to be like the general theme is around, you know, giving and receiving, so, and allowing yourself to be in that space, but it's also like shifting and growing. So this week you will probably find, you know, some things like maybe like tweak into place, and, you know, with whatever is going on for you, whether it be work, you know, home, or business, in some sort of way, there's something shifting within you, personally, for your growth, that sees you doing, you know, gives you an overview, or another view, or a wider view, you know, of whatever, of how you can move through it, and but basically shifting into your space and how you hold space now. Okay, anyway, I'm going to leave that with you now, amazing, beautiful Cancerians, and I look forward to seeing you next week. So until then, my guides and I, and the light beings, of course, your Cancerian energy here that guide as well, sign. We leave you with lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement, and adventure. Okay, God bless you, God protect you, and see you next week on Tuesday.